The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
Junpei, for the love of God, I don't ask for much, but what I do ask in this moment is that you do not volunteer to sit in that chair.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Period, queen. Take one for the team.
Lotus, are you sure?
Yes. She's sure.
I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei, I told you!
Junpei's right. If we screw it up.
Junpei. Seven couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them. Junpei. Beneath them was the dead shark, floating underneath the glass. Junpei. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock. Exactly! Junpei! Hey guys, it's Mikayla, and welcome back to another Zero Escape video. Happy Thursday if you guys are watching this on the day it goes up, and if not, happy whatever day it is for you. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to be here because of where we left off in this game. If you guys missed the last video, you are definitely gonna wanna go and watch it before you watch this one, because we went in door 7 with 7 and Clover. In that video, that door, that room, was the most escape room-like room thus far. We spent the video finding different pieces of some mannequins, which we then had to put back together in a certain configuration. It was so much fun. I honestly loved it a lot, but where we left off is arguably that much more exciting because, y'all, in this video, we are going into door 2, okay? That is where we left off in the last video. That is what I said. That's what we're gonna do. But the reason why that's so exciting is because if you look on the little flow chart, I think we're gonna get a new ending today. As a brief reminder, the only ending we've gotten thus far is the axe ending. It was the original ending we got on our first playthrough through this game, which means this is going to be a brand new ending. This is going to be our second one. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. And regardless of what it is, good or bad, you know, honestly, I don't see how it could get much worse than the first ending. Like, obviously it could be worse by everybody dying, for example, right? But Clover just committing a massacre out of seemingly nowhere, kind of an insane thing to try to top, I fear. But we're gonna see what door 2 has in store for us today and see what ending we end up getting. The candle of the day is Vanilla Brulee by DW Home. This is one of my wood wicks. I was just in the mood for something sweet. I've honestly been craving some sweet stuff, and I'm trying to not have it, especially after all of the partying and eating I did this weekend. So I'm like, you know what? What's better than eating sweets? Smelling sweets. Am I right? It's fine. It's really not that serious. I did want that candle though, so I'm very happy to have that. I'm also not doing too bad on my water. We're gonna try to finish this up in this video. I hope you guys are hydrating yourselves as well or sipping on something that you are enjoying. Without further ado, let's get into a second ending. Cheers. Something we didn't do in the last video that I wanted to make sure we did in this one is go into the memories of the escape. I've been trying to kind of just keep track of how many little blanks we have left, and it looks like we have everything on the first page, 3 out of 6 on the second page, and 1 out of 4 on the third page. Okay, we still have a lot of game left somehow, some way, but I'm so freaking stoked. Let's continue. Going back into our third save slot, I ask again, in what world would you need 30? But I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. Also, I think we saved in a kind of weird spot last time.
My choice is door 2.
Perfect! Okay, I wasn't sure how far we were gonna need to go back at all. Let me see if I can do a quick, yes, exactly. Okay, this is where I wanted to go just to double check. So, this is our little flow chart. As you guys can see, the first half, maybe even more than half, but at least the first half of this game completely done. And then we have like almost the entire left side. Okay, that bottom left question mark that's just alone, is that gonna be its own video? Surely not. I don't know, we'll have to cross that bridge. But we are diverting into the right lane, if you will. We are skipping the middle. We had this little choice. We went to the right, choosing door 2. And then these 5 blocks are what we're doing today. So this is what we're working with. And my choice is door 2, as Junpei put so nicely. Santa was unconvinced.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating? Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
What? That's crazy. Why would you say that?
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Also, this actually might not be new dialogue. Let's see. Ooh, no, it was skip, right? Not auto? Okay, then I think this is new.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Is this new? Was it? It was skip, right? Not auto. I think it was skip, yeah. Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. The others peered at it as well. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper he'd been hiding into his pocket. Although he'd never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Guys, I remember this dialogue. Am I insane? Okay, what happens if I put auto? I'm scared. I don't want to miss anything on accident. Oh, Junpei had switch papers.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready.
For doors 1, 2, and 6.
And I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot.
He put a small mark on it so that he would know which one was his.
I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
He fought the urge to smirk.
You got lucky.
Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated.
Alright. So we know who's going through door 2. That'd be me, Lotus, and Junpei.
7, you and I have been buddies lately, and I don't know if I love that or hate that. But being with Lotus again should be interesting. 7 plus 8 plus 5 equals 20,
The
baby.
only problem is the other 2 teams.
And 2 plus 0, of course.
June and I want door 6.
Clover and I choose door 1.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. Everyone was silent. Then suddenly, Clover spoke, her face blank and cold.
Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with Ace?
Why, Clover? So you can plot your genocide? Like, what are we talking about?
Huh?
Well,
They looked at one another. 3 plus 6 plus 1 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Finally, Ace spoke.
Then what will you do, Clover?
Yeah, Clover, what will you do?
I'll be waiting at the stairs.
Yeah, you will. We know. Although, again, this is not going to be the axe ending, presumably, because we already got that. So is she not going to murder everybody? I don't know.
You guys are coming back here, right? That's what 7 was saying, wasn't it?
We'll see. Time will tell. That had been what 7 said.
We are going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the Nonary Game works.
I'm sorry, but I just want to be by myself for a while.
See, again, without the context I have, this would not be an alarming statement at all. I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Like, your brother's missing, something happened to him. Totally. But knowing what I know, I can't in good conscience agree to this.
You understand, right?
No. There was no emotion on her face, but it was drawn and pale, and her eyes were red. No one had the heart to contradict her, of course. The room grew very quiet. Silence drifted down over everything like a blanket of fresh snow. It was Santa who finally spoke, of course.
all right. I'm going through door 1.
Okay.
That all right with you, June?
Yes.
June nodded.
Well, we'll be going then.
Clover, be good. Please.
Let's move too.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
All right, new door, baby. Let's fucking go. And just like that, their paths were set.
I won't see June for a while, but this was my choice. I'm just going to have to suck it up.
Suck it up. Deal with
7
it.
said we'd all see each other again, and I'm going to believe that.
Oh, you know what? They're definitely not going to see each other again. What's going to happen? Oh, I'm so excited. He took strength from that thought.
The other group went to A deck to go through door 1.
Okay.
Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck using the elevators. I wonder what we'll find down there.
They stepped off of the elevator and headed for door 2.
We ready?
Yeah, anytime.
I'll go first.
One by one, they put their palms onto the recognition device, and 3 asterisks blinked to life on its screen. Okay.
Let's go!
Here we go. The door opened, and they leapt inside.
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it!
There it is! It's right there!
Fortunately, it took them only moments to find the dead. It had been placed just inside the room, right next to the numbered door. They gathered around it and quickly scanned each of their bracelets.
It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Seven and Lotus were breathing hard and fast.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
See, now this also sounds familiar. Is this? This has to be. So Skip is back now. Okay, so it was Skip. Let's see if we can skip anything. Ah. Okay, a lot of doors. And we separated into different doors. Yes, okay, cool. Seek a way out. And I shall. Okay, guys. Confinement room, front hallway. There's literally nothing to describe here, I fear. So, let's just get into it. Okay. We have two sides, that's it? Okay, and it's literally just the sides of this hallway. Oh, we can go into various rooms. Tee-hee! Oh, fun. Okay, let's get it. There's a dirty blanket on the bed. Ew. Man, this is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. Can't say I'd want to sleep there. Oh, we didn't split up. Okay, hi, Seven. This bed is really dirty. Okay, I don't think there's literally anything else over here besides that. Nothing on the wall. We have a little toilet behind a partial wall here. Is this a jail? Hello? A toilet paper tube, huh? I seriously doubt I'm gonna need this for anything. Well, this part is thinner than the rest. In fact, this doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns. Here we go. Screwdriver shaft. Huh. Are we gonna find a handle? Hey, this is a screwdriver shaft. It's missing a handle though. Even if we run into a screwed fits, we're gonna have a hard time of it without a handle. Well, if we can find a handle, maybe then it'll do us some good. Period. A rod from a Phillips head screwdriver. The other end of it is threaded. Alright, nice. Well, it looks like the rod comes out easily enough, but I don't think the rest of that is going anywhere. Cool. Oh! Hello. A symbol on a toilet lid, huh? Seems a little fishy to me. It's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones on the doors. Interesting. Damn, this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with, but the inside's even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you can bring yourself to touch it. Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? Honestly, if you ask me, there are fewer things in the world more nasty than a gross toilet. I can't. Like, if it was escape by touching a dirty toilet or die, I may perish, I fear. I'm serious. Like, I can't. Seven didn't think twice about touching. Ugh. Nasty. Nasty. That's why you always need a 7 in your life, so you can handle the gross stuff. Hey, this handle's pretty loose. Loose? You think it'll come off if you pull on it? Is it the handle? It fell off. Huh, look at this. That handle doesn't really fit on the string. Maybe it wasn't meant to be attached to it. Hell yeah, brother. Take a look at this handle. The inside of the hole's threaded like you're supposed to screw something in it. We've seen anything that might fit in there? Yeah, we have. So if I just stick this metal rod into the handle... Screwdriver. Thank God it's the right kind of screwdriver for that screw. Awesome. We can totally use this. Damn, the screwdriver looks like it's a soldering iron. I think it's some sort of industrial grade screwdriver? Guess that doesn't really matter. Anyway, so long as we've got this thing, we can unscrew any Phillips screws we run into. Period. Alright guys, starting off strong. Let's back out of the toilet, thank God. A portal? What the hell's this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it was trying to look like water. There's a drawing on the mirror that looks kind of like a spring. There's a tile stuck in the drain. There's a little tile in the drain. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there. Might have to use our heads on this one. All right, let's figure this thing out. Can the screwdriver pry it out? Oh, apparently not. Okay, there's no way we're gonna be able to pull it out. Can we put enough water? And it doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much 7 turns that thing, no water's coming out. Has the water been shut off from somewhere else? I believe so. But I think if we find the source, we can drown the tile out of the hole. T. Okay. This chair is pretty old. If 7 sat on it, it'd probably break. Huh? You say something? Nothing at all. Totally old. Huh? What the hell? It's not opening. There's something up with the drawer. I don't trust it. Somebody made sure this drawer wouldn't open. Oh, okay. There's screws, but those are those Phillips? I can't zoom in. I'm not on the switch. Okay. Yep, they are. Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back. Oh, wait. We already have the screwdriver. Hello? Sweet. Got the screws off. Now we can open the drawer. Hey, we're back. There's nothing in here. You're kidding. Well, maybe the drawer's what we need. The drawer, huh? All right, let's yank the thing out. Why would we need this? There's a bump on the back. I wonder what it's for. Maybe there's a hole somewhere and these bumps line up with it and trigger a hidden switch or something. Hey, we've seen weirder stuff. Doesn't seem that far-fetched. This drawer has a weird bump on the back of it. Maybe there's some kind of switch somewhere that these bumps fit. Seems a little far-fetched though. I'm trying to make it nice and straight so we can, okay, you know, oh, you know what? That's as good as we're getting, I fear. Okay. Yeah. I don't think that looks like anything, to be honest, but we'll see. I already took the drawer out of this desk. All right, guys, that's pretty much everything in this room. So let's go this way. I don't like the sound effects of that. Oh my God, another symbol. Ooh, another symbol! A towel. Well, it looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything though. Maybe you should consider what the design might be. Perhaps that'll give us a hint? Well, y'all know what I think it looks like. A sperm. Listen, it's not my fault all these games keep having sperm in them. First it was Ghost Trick, now it's 999. What do you want a girl to do? What do you want a girl to do? This towel has a weird design on it. What could it mean? What does the design look like? I already told you. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not is on you. That bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter. No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time. Well, it's not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter. My, Junpei, aren't you lucky? It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous. I'm sorry. You're right. Dry skin is a woman's worst enemy. Jeez. All right. The bed's got a single threadbare blanket, and that's it. This bed looks even sadder without the pillow. So, it's still a terrible bed. I'd never sleep on a bed like that. Okay. This paper seems to be pretty old. Ew, how the hell can you touch that? It's horrible. Well, it's not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. Half-used toilet paper? Well, it's old and it's kind of grossing me out, but there's nothing suspicious about it. A moon! A moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon. Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, all right? I refuse to touch this. I refuse. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't want to touch it ever. It's a very, very old toilet. Apparently, Lotus refuses to touch it ever. Lotus is me, and I am Lotus, I fear. It's just hanging from the wall. Well, if we're pulling the string, then it must be a toilet that flushes. There's a string hanging from the ceiling here. You pull it to flush the toilet. Cool. Now you. This looks like just part of the design on the towel. Do you think it means anything? On the towel, it looks like water is flowing from the river to the spring. Do you think that means we need to make water flow from here? There's the drawing of a river on the mirror. Is it saying we need to make the water come from here somehow? There's no knob on this faucet. There's no way we can get the water out like this. If we can find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get the water to come out of this thing. Okay, and it looks like there's a hole right here. Like, that doesn't look like a drain. It looks like a hole. And maybe it'll somehow connect to the other room. So these sinks, they're on opposite sides of the wall, right? No, it's not just the sinks. Everything's opposite, like a mirror image. So, that's not normal if you're both using the same water pipes, right? Or that's normal. Looks like the sinks are back to back with the wall separating them. I would agree that's how piping usually works. All right, what other doors can we go in? Oh. Just kidding, we have this side. My bad, how could I miss the chair for prisoners? It's rusty, but I don't think it's gonna be a lot of help. Isn't that obvious? Look, I don't want to touch anything unless I have to. Lotus is not having this. Does she really not want to be in this room that bad? Yes! Ooh! That looks like a knob! Give it to me. There's nothing in the drawer. Yeah, something's not right though. The handle on the drawer doesn't really fit, you know? It just looks messy. Why don't you try to take it out? Guys, this is giving escape room. I don't know why today's video so far and the last one it felt like that and the other ones didn't, but I'm living laughing above it truly. So there's a mirror on the other side of this drawer. Interesting. Kind of an odd shape, and it looks like someone attached the handle with a screw after the fact. There's a mirror on the back of this drawer and the handle's weird. It looks like the handle was attached with a screw. I wonder what we could do. Wait, I don't see a screw on the inside. Let's see if we can combine. If I use the screwdriver on the screw in the center of the handle, maybe I can... Nice! Well, that came off easily enough. It looks like a faucet handle. Yeah, it seemed a little weird to put it on a wooden drawer like that. I'm sure they made it look odd on purpose. With a shape like that, there's only one place it could go. Yup. Going back. That was much faster than I thought. Let's forky go! Sweet. The handle I got off that drawer fits onto the faucet perfectly. Now I can turn the water on. Junpei, what are you doing? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water. I can see that. I'm asking you why you're just letting it run like that. Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right? What do you mean? Just watch. Anytime now. Hey, the water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged? Whoops. Let's turn it off for now. So, did anything change? The water stopped flowing. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, all right? Thanks, Lotus. I figured that was going to be the case anyway. Well, it looks like turning the knob did the trick. The sink's filling up with water. The sink is totally filled with water. Cool. Let's head back to the other room, then. We should have ourselves a tile. Hey! There's water in this room, too. What do you mean, this room, too? Well, I turned the faucet on in the other room, and it looks like it made the water come up through here. So the drain in the other room just runs here, and the water from over there pushed out this tile? Hey. So we've got this tile. It looks like it has a number 14 on it. Also an X. And also a backwards 14 in the black lettering font color lines. T. Or it says hi. I'm gonna go with 14 though. And it's got these red, blue, and gray lines. What the heck does this stuff mean? Hell if I know. Take a look at this tile here. See if you look real close, the 3 red lines here are on top of the other ones. The red lines? Yeah. A tile with 3 lines in it, huh? Hey Junpei, I was thinking, the red line on top, doesn't it look like a 14? It does. 14, huh? Yeah, I guess it kind of does. The red lines on the tile look like they make 14. Period. Glad I said that out loud first. Oh. Junpei put the wet tile into his pocket. He was about to turn away when there was a noise behind him.
What the?
7. Why? Everything is going so smoothly. What is wrong? He spun around to see 7 kneeling on the floor. His face was rigid and pale. Droplets of sweat covered his forehead.
Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
We were doing so well. Oh my god. He was concerned. He'd never seen 7 like this before. To be fair, he'd never seen 7 a day in his life before today either, so that doesn't really mean anything. Slowly, the other man lifted himself onto his feet and shaky legs.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
Hey 7, does this happen often? You just get a little dizzy out of nowhere? His face was pale and his breathing was heavy. Sweat was pouring off his face and staining his shirt.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
7 didn't answer. Half of his face was twisted, as if distorted by extreme pain, and his eyes were glazed. Hey 7, luckily we have a bed for you. It's not comfortable, nor is it clean, but it does exist. Finally, he spoke.
What am I doing here?
Bruh.
Huh?
What are you talking about? His words made no sense.
What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
Is the amnesia back?
No, that's not what I mean.
What do you mean? He shook his head several times, as if trying to clear something from it.
It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back.
The opposite of amnesia. I'll take it.
I think I've been here before.
Why would you have been here before? 0?
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
Why and how?
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi, like Nona.
Suddenly, 7 was mumbling to himself. They were words Junpei didn't understand. 7's hoarse voice trailed off, and Junpei couldn't make out what he'd said.
What the hell was that?
7's brow furrowed furiously, and he ground his teeth back and forth.
It's right there.
Grab it!
I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't.
Grab it! 7 stopped, frustrated. He pulled his hat off and ran his hand through his hair. Then suddenly, he looked up, his eyes wide.
That's right, an experiment.
An experiment?
There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
Why were you part of it?
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
What the hell are you talking
Who's
about?
they? Junpei didn't know what to make of 7's story. Instead, he simply stared at 7 as 7 continued.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean.
Oi, Light, and Nona?
I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names.
Okay, well, assuming you were also present, I'm gonna go with 5 more, because that would total 9.
That's right. That's why I'm here.
7 began to mumble to himself and wander aimlessly around the room. He looked confused. So far as Junpei could tell, the man was simply rambling, and there were odd twitches to his movements.
Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
working that case? Seven continued to mumble to himself about things that meant nothing to Junpei.
Huh?
Junpei didn't have any answers for him, of course. Couldn't even understand what was happening to Seven. All he could do was wait. After a few minutes, Seven finally stopped.
Wait, under this bed.
He crouched down and looked under the bed. His face registered mild surprise as he began to mumble to himself again.
The home's gone? No, maybe it was a different room.
Hold.
There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
At last, Junpei couldn't contain himself any longer.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Seven stood up slowly.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything.
Do you remember anything?
I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
Try me.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Junpei could feel it. Whatever Seven had remembered, it was important. Very important.
Okay.
Cradle pharmaceuticals. Like a baby cradle? That's creepy. Seven drew a large muscled hand down across his face. As he wiped the sweat from his brow, he spoke.
From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
Yeah, I gathered that.
A cop?
Yeah. I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago.
9 years ago? Really? Oh my gosh.
You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it.
So Seven was a cop. He was working on a case where he was investigating the kidnapping incident of presumably 9 children, but we haven't gotten that yet, of children who got kidnapped 9 years ago.
I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why.
Okay, yes. We saw something like this in the very beginning, and I was confused as to why there were 16 and where the other 7 were. Where the other 7 were. Okay, that has to be a coincidence.
It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids.
Okay.
After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them. I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yeah, that had to be it. That's why I went to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about.
Hi, Frankie. Are you going to stay or are you going to run away? Welcome to the video. I don't know if you guys can see him, but Frankie says hello!
There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags.
Hate that.
I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
That sounds stupid.
Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head. Drop the gun. He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A needle?
A drug.
Oh my god. What in the hell?
That was my last thought.
Where was his backup?
My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
Huh. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I originally just thought that he was like opening up a cold case of the kids who got kidnapped 9 years ago. He's flashing all the way back to when the kidnapping occurred. So that, what he just described, was 9 years ago.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall.
Confirmed. It's a prison.
I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge.
Of course you did.
I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh?
Hurry over here. Okay, I'm coming.
No, it was several. I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm sorry. I was trying to get the position of the grate. I understand. The grate is in the wall. The bed was covering it because it was pushed against the wall with the grate. Okay. Got it.
I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? And then when my inside man told me, it popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit?
No.
I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. Then...
Did he get it?
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
Period, 7.
I finally got the damn thing off.
I really don't think you can fit in there, babe.
Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Junpei waited for 7 to resume his story. The longer he waited, however, the clearer it became that 7 had no intention of doing so. He had gone silent and simply stared off into the air, his eyes blank.
Hey, what happened after that?
He'd waited long enough, but 7 shook his head.
I don't remember what happens after that.
Well, that's a problem, because I fear that's incredibly important.
I think I found some kind of door out of the duct.
Okay.
And I think I found some kids, too.
Dead or alive?
Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Probably the drugs.
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, 7? Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died.
I'm trying to think if the kids are maybe us now, but that wouldn't make sense if one of the kids died. I don't know.
A girl, I think.
A girl died.
Huh?
Deep in his heart, Junpei felt something very cold. 7's head dropped, and Junpei saw on it a look of sadness, the likes of which he had never seen on the man before. The large man's eyes blinked rapidly, as if he were fighting back tears, and swallowed hard. His sigh was like the melancholy setting of an old abandoned building. He shook his head and spoke.
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay?
Can't promise that.
I really don't remember anything else.
After that, Junpei could hardly try to force any answers out of the other man.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said,
Junpei left Seven to pull himself together and instead began thinking everything over.
the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment.
To see if they could be controlled.
Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway.
Not really.
I didn't learn anything about the Nonary Game or Zero. Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings?
Like, again, if you were here already, I know he's claiming it was in the capacity of like a kidnappee because he was like hurt and drugged and all of that. But I don't know. I don't know. Still a little weird.
That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that?
Before long, Junpei realized he had spent quite some time in deep thought.
I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
Junpei shook his head quickly to clear it and returned to his investigation, thoughts swirling in his mind. Okay. Ooh, okay, so this is going to be an ending video. Oh my god. Seven's about to come out with the piping hot tea. That may have just been an appetizer, you guys. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Anywho, we have our tile. Love. But, ooh, okay. We still have not really a ton to go off. We have our tile, we have our sperm, we have our drawer without a handle, but we have a mirror, and then we have our drawer with little notches on the back. Ooh. So there has to be another door we can go into then. Let's see. Is this one? I think so. Okay. It's a blanket. Not a really great one, but still. At least it's not dirty. The light's barely enough to see by. I feel like I'm gonna see a ghost here or something. Don't say that. Why would you say that? Oh god, it is really dark. Toilet paper. It's still white enough for me to know what it is, even in the dark. There's nothing out of the ordinary about it. I can see the white toilet paper in the darkness. 14 equals E. Okay. It says 14 equals E in red. 14 in red. That's what it says on the tile. Well, more or less. See, the 14 on the tile is, well, it's an 8, right? Okay. It looks like a dirty toilet, but it's too dark to tell. Then I guess we'll leave it at that. In the other room, the river and the spring went together to solve the puzzle. Does that mean there might be a similar puzzle with this mirror? Whoa, there's nothing else here apart from the mirror. Maybe I just need to pair something with this mirror. The only difference between them is whether or not they're reflecting any light. There's a mirror on the back of this room hung opposite this one. Okay. Well, I have a mirror. But it doesn't appear to be doing much. It's a sink, but there's no light shining on it. Oh, this faucet is too hard to turn. Okay. There's a simple chair over where the light doesn't shine. Ugh! Dang it! No matter how hard I pull on this damn thing, it won't budge! Guess I won't be opening this anytime soon. It doesn't look like it's got a keyhole, and there doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? A drawer that doesn't open. I wonder if this is part of a puzzle. This desk is old and rusty. Okay. Let's go to this door. Emergence. Emergence. There are a bunch of tiles on the door that spell out emergence. Emergence. Maybe it means we need to emerge out of here. Good one, Lotus. Okay, so if 14 equals E, we might be getting a really long code, like 14 blank, 14 blank blank, 14 blank blank 14. You know? You know what I mean? I don't know. Do we need to do something with these tiles to open the door? Ooh. Well, can I put my tile? The tiles we found and the tiles here are the same size. When I touched the tiles on the door, I felt something weird. Huh? I can move these tiles. Then that means maybe if you swap the tiles we got with the tiles on the wall, something will happen. I suppose now we just need to figure out what the strange designs on these tiles mean. At any rate, we should look for all of the tiles that are the same size. You're right. Let's meet back here after we've done a thorough search. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. There's a door in the back. I wonder where it goes. I thought of that, and I tried a couple things, but yeah, same result. Guess 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. Okay. The ceiling. Ceiling. So that's the ceiling, huh? I wonder if it's sealing us in. It's the hallway ceiling. Okay. So, like, am I missing all of these other doors we're talking about? Why? Because I see 4 doors. I see 4 doors. Yeah, and there's nowhere like to go side to side right here either. I can just barely see a mirror from the light coming through the ceiling. Sure, it would be nice if that mirror was a little lower down. It looks like it's the same height as the mirror on the right. I wonder if that means anything. The mirror is hanging at the same height as the one on the right. Okay, let me make sure I'm not supposed to be combining anything. I highly doubt it, but always good to check. Okay. Okay, that was everything. So we have a mirror. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to go side to side here. Mirror in the back of the room, hung opposite this one. Only difference is whether they're reflecting any light. Did I try everything on this mirror? Okay. Can I click on the light? Oh! We can probably use this mirror to reflect the light. Now I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine the light on. Hello? I see a partition over there. It seems pretty pointless to bother examining it. Okay, it's nice to see the sink lit up, I guess, but all it shows me is the pipe. There's nothing special about this toilet paper. I don't really think I need to bother shining any light on it. When I shine the light on the mirror in the back, is that a number? So if I shine light on this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. I see a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7. So if I shine this light on the mirror in the back, I get it. If I shine light on the mirror, symbols appear. The left side has a sun and the right side has a moon symbol. I'm gonna remember this. Okay, so we have 4 and 7. So 4 means sun, 7 means moon. Okay. Was that everything? I think that was everything. Huh. Okay. emergence, huh? Okay, so we figured out what to do with the mirrored drawer, but we haven't done anything with the notched drawer. What could I be missing with that? Now I'm just trying the drawer with the notches on everything. This light's barely enough to see by. Oh, we already talked about that. Ghost. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. No ghosts for us, please. And thank you. What would this drawer go into? Oh wait, we didn't open this drawer yet, did we? I wonder if this is part of a puzzle. We don't have a lot of things though. Ugh. Like, can I not? Nothing on the walls, I don't think. Okay. We'll be back, I'm sure. Are we supposed to do anything with these now that we have the full towel, maybe? No, because we already did the water stuff. This wall, is it supposed to be some sort of partition? What do they think this is? Privacy is important for these things. Well, it's not like you're going to use it, Lotus. At least the guards couldn't watch you drop a loaf. Ew, Junpei. Heck, it's better than being totally exposed, right? Okay. A partition that hides part of the bathroom. So this is what the moon symbol was pointing to, huh? They probably made it so that someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. If that's the case... It's the same symbol as the one we saw in that dark room. Right. There was a number there too, right? Number. That's probably how many times you're supposed to flush. I mean, how many times you pull the string. Okay. That's what I was also thinking. Let's do it again. Second time. Third time. And a fourth time. It was 4, 7. No, it was 7. I think it was 7, but let me check just to make sure. The toilet is disgusting. You don't expect me to touch that thing, do you? If you don't want to, then I'll do it, all right? The toilet is vile. Unsurprisingly, Lotus refuses to go anywhere near it. Okay, I think it is 7. 5th. This is the 6th consecutive time. Number 7, baby. Huh? Did you hear something? I heard a loud flushing noise. No, not that. Okay, something happened elsewhere in the room. Ooh, wait. Was it this room that something happened in? Okay, wait, I just have to go check that door. It could be. No, dang it. Okay, wait, what was that sound? Something made a sound. Sinks filled with water. Water flowed from the side. We have a bed. We have a missing drawer. We took the drawer out, nothing happened. Of course, there's no way you can hide a puzzle in something that small. Yeah, I know. Still. Still seems like they might try to, huh? What's that? It looks like there's something. Huh? It looks like there's something in there. Oh! Okay! Damn, no dice. No matter what angle I got at it from, I can't see anything in here. What do you mean? Brother, every time I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, we all heard a noise. Something happened somewhere. And there's really not a lot of options as to where something could have happened in here. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? Half-used toilet paper? Well, it's old and kind of grossing me out, but there's nothing suspicious about it. Wait, did we not check in the toilet? Okay, yeah, we did. Okay, well, nothing fell into the toilet. I don't think this would help, but... Wait, what was that noise? How many times did I pull this thing? Maybe I shouldn't pull it anymore. Girl, okay. Let's go back to the sunroom and see if there's something we can do 4 times. The only thing you can manipulate in this room is that string. Chances are, they made this puzzle so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. Are we also pulling this 4 times? I guess I should just keep pulling on this thing then. All right, here goes. Second pull. Third pull. 4. There it is again. It makes some kind of weird sound when I pull on that string. The same thing happened in the other room. That means, I don't know, don't you think it's a little suspicious that the other room gave us a hint to figure this one out? You're right. The room next door is just like this one, so that leaves the dark room. Okay, T! I just had to do both of them. Let's go. All right, drawer, you better be open. Ah! Thank God. Well, this drawer opens easily enough. Okay, tile. That looks identical to the one we got the first time. I'm still seeing 14. The red lines on the tile look like they make 14. Yeah. And tile. I fear it is, again, the same. That's not helpful. What is the purpose of this? And now I think we've opened everything. That was the last drawer. Emergence. It looks like we should use the tiles here. But there are still rooms that haven't been checked yet. Where? I'll come back here once I've done that. Oh no. Guys, how am I missing a bunch of rooms? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's the dialogue I skipped earlier, but like, I would still be able to find the rooms. Like, guys, I promise there are 2 directions here. I cannot back out any further. There's not rooms left. What are we doing? This door won't open. This door won't open. We have 3 doors. Yeah, this actually is kind of concerning because I don't know how to go somewhere else if there is somewhere else to go. Is there somewhere else I can click? There's a bulge in the wall. Okay. I don't think this is supposed to be part of the puzzle, but I really don't know what he's talking about with the other rooms. Like, I remember there being a bunch of rooms, allegedly, but I don't see them. So either I'm being stupid or there was something in the dialogue that's skipping it again and not remembering it is harming me. Okay, also for items, we've now officially used everything. This was a code, like a code to make the water flow. Oh, we still didn't use this desk drawer. But he keeps talking about there's a bunch of rooms I haven't explored. Beach where? Where? Literally where? Again, I don't think this is part of the puzzle. This is very odd. It's a ceiling. I've seen a lot of ceilings in my time. I'd say this one rates about a 3.5. Okay. Well, let's focus on what we have, which is that drawer. Because I would hate to have to look this up if there is genuinely dialogue I'm missing. And there's not. I just was not figuring things out. What else could we use this drawer for? It's just this one, the desk drawer. Again, I can just try it on everything, but I don't really know what I'm missing here. Because even like brute forcing this aside, I'm trying to think of what I could even use this on, and nothing is coming to mind. Pulling on the string makes a sound, and it doesn't sound anything like water. I get the feeling I shouldn't pull on it anymore. And I don't think I'm supposed to combine... Yeah. There's a partition here. Maybe it's for privacy. The partition closes off part of the bathroom. Y'all, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I don't even feel like I'm stuck. I just feel like I'm missing something. Yes, we took the drawer out of this desk. We sure did. And Seven in his little flashback mentioned something about a grate being covered in one of the rooms, but it's not really letting me like look at anything under the bed. Okay. Either it's in the third room or we're forked because there's nothing left to do in these two. Okay, it's not even letting me go back into the light because we're done with the light. It's a partition that juts out from a dreary wall. Are those scratch marks? Am I seeing things? Ooh! I don't think I did this. Hold on, because I couldn't see it, so dang dark in here. I can just barely make out the string for the toilet, but I can get a hold of it. Damn it. It kind of pisses me off that I can see it, but I can't touch it. What? What does that mean? Oh my god. All right, it took a couple tries, but now I've got you, string. Yes! Now I can pull on it. Huh? Doesn't matter how many times I pull on it. There's no flush. I kind of feel like an idiot. I wasted a bunch of time because I was determined to flush the toilet. Are you freaking kidding me? You guys, this was our last hope. This was our last hope. What is going on? Oh, no. Am I gonna have to look at, like, that would be so dumb, but like, Homeboy said there's a bunch of doors we haven't gone into and I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't. Listen, I've been playing this game long enough. You travel by going through doors. There are 4 doors. There's 5 doors, 2 of which are locked. I have thoroughly explored the other 3, guys. Am I crazy? This would be so helpful to be playing live right now, because what are we doing? It looks like we should use the tiles here, but there are still rooms that haven't been checked yet. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god. And guys, listen. I'm not gonna cut this out because this is real life. This is real freaking life. I don't know what's happening. And I think I've officially now tried my 5 items on everything as well. Where are the rest of the rooms? Okay, has Matt always been here? Okay, even the map shows 5 doors! What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my god. There isn't anywhere in the hallway where we could use this, not the typo, where we could use this drawer, huh? Well, if we're going to use it, I imagine we do so in a room somewhere. There are only so many places you can put a drawer after all. Okay, so maybe we can work with what we have. Where else could we put a drawer? I mean, we can try putting it... Did I not try that already? I already took the drawer out of this desk. Okay. Oh, we're really doing an escape room right now. This is insane. Okay, okay, listen, respect. Sounded like something falling. What was that? I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. What the helly? What the helly? Okay, and like as nice as this is, it's not enough. And now I'm really out of items. Like I've now really used all my items. Oh my god. Okay, am I supposed to go put the other drawer in the other room? Let's see. Let's see. No. Okay. Well. Guys, we have 4 tiles now. That's not enough tiles. Is it? It shouldn't be. Okay. Well, it looks like we've investigated all the rooms. Okay. Can y'all tell me if I'm crazy or was the dialogue just extremely misleading? Was I misreading or misinterpreting we haven't looked at all the rooms? Maybe he was meaning that to say we haven't looked at all of them completely. Not we haven't looked at all the rooms, but that's what he said, was it not? Either way, we didn't have to look up a walkthrough. Thank God. Could you imagine? Okay. The only mystery left is that door. All right, let's crack that mystery then. We've got 4 tiles, and there are a bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall here. So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, that should open the door. Well, there's only one way to find out. Okay, so we obviously should replace all the E's. Okay. Lordy, Lord. Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right? Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on this tile. If you convert that to the hexadecimal, it's an E. Basically, the E's in emergence are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. Yes, let's go. Please, God. We found it. It took longer than it probably should have, but we found it. They passed through the open door and headed to the next room. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around. Oh, shoot.
What the hell is this place?
The words had sprung unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and Seven reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified.
This room is really creepy.
I think we gotta get the hell out of here now.
He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the catwalk. It didn't open, and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Oh, God! I just realized this is a torture chamber! Yeah. This is not good.
Looks uncomfortable to say the least.
Going from
I'll
a
not sit in it if I can avoid it.
jail cell, hallway, to a torture chamber? Not good. The back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of wires.
It looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. There was a table covered with a piece of cloth. That looks like it has blood on it.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
I think so. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out.
Oh, what the hell is this?
What the hell, guys?
What are these tools for?
Ugh.
That's not something I even want to think about.
Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it and tried to focus on something else.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Come on.
Sounds like a plan. I don't want to spend any more time in here than we have to. Seek a motherfucking way out. We shall. And now that I know, like, we're in a freaking escape room, you guys. That's where my mind is. Okay, we're there. Let's make this one quicker than the last one. Oh, and it literally says torture room. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Let's just start here. This is where they put us. A really creepy chair. The manacles make me manacles? The manacles make me think it was used to torture people. Well, we can't open these manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. What kind of symbol? Well, if I've got this right, I think it's the sun symbol. The manacles are still locked in place. They've got a sun symbol engraved on them. Okay. There's a whole lot of cables coming out of that thing. It's really kind of a mess. I can barely tell which is which. There's something on this screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh? I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the 4 corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. How are y'all gonna start me on this page and then tell me not to be on this page? I mean, obviously it's not time to be on this page, but let me be the determiner of that. And why is there now a hint button? Whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get this screen to match the diagram. Yeah, but it's hard to figure out what button does what. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? Then you can see how many each switch adds. Oh yeah, I get it. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. The floor is glass. You really think it's safe to have a chair here? Well, you can tell just by standing on it that the glass is pretty damn thick. Don't you think it's a little strange that only this part is glass? The chair looks pretty heavy all by itself. That glass could be dangerous. We'd be in some serious trouble if that glass broke. I probably shouldn't walk on it. A section of the floor made from thick glass. It looks like it's probably bulletproof. Okay. Red, yellow. You think the colors mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that, the bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. Well, I guess I might as well give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Nope, no dice. This thing isn't going anywhere. Oh, give me that. You just ain't man enough. Sure, pal. You give it a shot. Let's see just how much more of a man you are. Urgh! Urgh! Hey, you're going to break it. Man, that thing ain't going anywhere. Well, if 7 can't move it, then we might as well give up on that lever. Oh my gosh. These levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is that what they turn on or off. Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open up. I can see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. All right, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. It sounds like it's underneath us. And that means the floor. Oh, Junpei, look. What's she? Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Huh. Probably shouldn't mess with that anymore. You never know what might happen. There are a bunch of buttons here with the letters A through F on them. Let's push some of them. Down you go. So if I press it again, back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. Okay. All of the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them? Ha! Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. All the dials are rusted. I don't think what they're pointing at means anything. The needle on the gauge is at 0. Doesn't look like it's going to move. The needle on the gauge is at 0. There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything though. Do you think it's broken? I can't get it to do anything. I shouldn't waste my time messing around with it. I love how they built so much dialogue in specifically for me, who is going to annoyingly click on things that are clearly not supposed to be clicked on. Like, thanks, game. I really appreciate you building this in. I really do. It said the door will unlock if we complete the experiment. So, in other words, we aren't getting out that door until we finish this experiment. Well, let's do that then. There's nothing suspicious about these lights. They're a little blurry from the dust, but that's about it. Okay, is that everything? It looks like this catwalk goes across about half of the room. I think it's made like that so you can get around without standing on the floor. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Ooh! EDBF! There are a couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly, also known as red. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere. Okay. T, E, D, B, F. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. T, I'll be back. I literally haven't even turned the corner yet. This tank thing is connecting the pipes. This looks like it's supposed to split a pipe or something, you know? But this one just connects a pair of pipes. You could have done the same thing with more pipe. It doesn't really seem like they need it here. I wonder if there's a reason for it. I thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it. You aren't going to be able to get that off. It's bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off of there. Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't really think we need to bother trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything. Huh? Did I see something shiny in there? There's something shiny in there? Yeah, well, maybe. We ought to check though. It would be pretty bad if we missed something important. Maybe we can find something to take that cover off with. Seven said he saw something shiny in the tank. If we can get something to get the bolts off, then I should be able to open up the tank. Cool. On me way. On me way. There's a metal pipe connecting the big tank-like thing. What on earth is hitting that pipe supposed to accomplish? I'm trying to find out if it's hollow. What did you find out? I found out that I don't know enough about pipes to know if it's hollow or not. Okay. Cool. More stairs. These stairs go to the exit. This handrail runs all the way from the entrance. It doesn't go down one side of the stairs. When you look at it from here, the catwalk looks pretty high up. That makes the stairs pretty steep. We'd better be careful going up and down then. The catwalk's pretty high up. Of course, the entrance is locked. It's been like that in every room we've been in. What did you expect? There's no point to try to go back. Let's just think about going forward, all right? Okay. Hey, this pipe is connected to that thing over in the corner. I imagine there are electrical wires running through that pipe to the device. A pipe that connects to the device on the other side of the wall. All right, last but not least, God. There are a number of ominous-looking tools and instruments here. Let's see. We've got an adze? I've never seen that word before. And hammer. A pair of forceps. And these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all this other stuff? Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. Wrench! This wrench looks brand new. Considering where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used. Knock it off. I don't want to think about that. You've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cool than that. You're unexpectedly sensitive. Come on, let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay? We need to find somewhere where we can use this thing. A number of rusty torture tools are lined up here. I don't think there's anything else here we need. A number of rusty torture tools. Cool. All right. They really gave each side one singular purpose to serve, and you know what? It served it. A set of rusty stairs that lead to the door we came through. What? You want to go back, Junpei? I wish solving this puzzle were that easy. Okay. Now that we have our wrench, get these bolts off, baby. The cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Sweet! It's open! God. The hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off. I don't believe you. It looks humongous. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. All right, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. All right, let's see what this thing is. A sun key. A key with the sun symbol on it. We should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. And we're probably gonna need the sun key to do that. But none of the doors in this room have keyholes. I bet we gotta use it on something that's not a door. T. Okay. All right, check, check, check. Not check. Okay, so we still have this, really. Because we did this little code, we pulled this lever, so yeah. It's me and you, torture chamber. This sun key should fit into the keyhole in these manacles. All right, sun key, in you go. And yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here though. Just seems unlikely. All right, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. Well, they're open. What are you gonna do now? Let's just look around some more. I got a feeling that something will happen. Right. We should try and find out what the device over in the corner is for at any rate. I've unlocked the manacles. We should probably try and figure out what the thing is over in the corner. Cool. Okay, thing in the corner. It's me and you, baby. I'll adjust the switches to match the blocks on top. Mind you, I don't even know what blocks we're trying to match. I don't know what they're talking about. And then press the check button. All right. Here, let me just... Oh God, they're gonna give me hints every time I get out of here, aren't they? If you think about it, all you've got to do is a couple of addition problems. If you turn a single switch on and count its blocks and do that for every switch, it's super easy. Okay, yeah. What key are we supposed to be matching this to? I don't know what that means. That's the concerning part, but I still don't see anything even having backed out. So let's just see what we can do. Okay. Like, what blocks on top are they talking about? Whoa. Okay, yeah, I need to know what blocks we're talking about before I try to match it to something. Otherwise, I'm kind of swimming blind right now, I fear. I mean, I could, again, try to brute force this. We can do a quick, I don't know how long it would take to check every option. One. Oh wait, I haven't even checked anything. Good God, okay. Well, that didn't take long. Okay, adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to execution phase? To complete the experiment, data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has, hell no, brother. It ain't gonna be me. Okay, well, guess who fits in it? You. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity? This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still gotta prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, all right? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. The hell? The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
Junpei, for the love of God, I don't ask for much. But what I do ask in this moment is that you do not volunteer to sit in that chair.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Period, queen. Take one for the team.
Lotus, are you sure?
Yes. She's sure.
I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei, I told you!
Junpei's right. If we screw it up,
Junpei. Seven couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them. Junpei. Beneath them was the dead shark, floating underneath the glass. Junpei. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock. Exactly! Junpei!
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
Okay. Alright.
But
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know.
Sounds good to me, Queen. Sounds good to me.
I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to.
Listen.
Go over to that
Lotus?
screen and let's get this over with.
Lotus is moving up on my list of people I don't dislike. Because I can't really say like here, because again, they're really all insane. But I really do appreciate her offering. After her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. I will say, though, is it not a little suspicious how willing she was to be the subject? But she did not sit down. What? Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Okay. Suspicions cleared. Her legs shook.
Look, do you think you could do me one
Are
last favor?
you kidding me?
Don't say last.
Are you kidding me?
you're making me nervous.
Trash! All of you!
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much.
Okay, first of all, sure, I feel like that's obvious. Second of all, what the fork makes you think I'm getting out of here alive if you're not getting out of here alive?
No, tell them that I will always love them.
Sure, girl, whatever you say.
Daughters.
You
That,
got
guys,
kids?
that is the least concerning thing that has happened in this entire playthrough.
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei.
Oh, dang.
They're twins. I had them when I was young after some things happened.
Interesting.
Their names are Nona and...
wait!
What the hell?
Nona?
Okay, what was it? It was that weird name I don't know how to pronounce, Nona, and what was the third one? Whatever. It was the names that Seven referenced in his flashback. Junpei's words shot out before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him.
Aoi, Light, and Nona.
Aoi, Light, and Nona.
Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
Guys, what is going on?
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Lotus took a step back from Junpei.
Oh,
Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly, as if he weren't sure if he was completely awake.
no way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus's eyes went wide.
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
Seven's brow furrowed.
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you.
Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail.
But... And then, that was when... From there, it looked like... Just as if, finally... That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
At last, Seven finished. Lotus shook her head.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years.
The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared.
is getting weird, guys. It's like, ew, it's been weird, just to be clear, but it's getting weirder.
Then 9 days later, they came back.
What is up with 9? Oh my god.
They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days.
Hello? Absolutely not. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you're my daughters and you disappear for 9 days, what makes you think telling me what happened is optional?
I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way.
Maybe not physically, but mentally?
Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors
Oh,
they'd
and
been
I
through.
get that, and that's so valid. Trust me, but like, oh, there's literally no winning in that situation. Oh, God.
I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How can I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own.
Okay, period.
I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
Okay, that's the fork I'm talking about, Mamacita.
What did you find out?
What did you find out?
Nothing.
Okay.
The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just...
All 16 of them came back?
Even the media didn't talk about
Are
it.
you kidding me? In what world do 16 children get kidnapped and all of them make it back? You're joking.
I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths
That's
shut.
insane.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment?
No.
I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital.
The Gansfeld experiment.
I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them.
The hell?
Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
What?
Oh, yes, I've heard of that.
What?
It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
I mean, there's twin telepathy. So I wonder if there were any other sets of twins in the 16 children that went missing. Lotus grunted. 7 had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The Nonary Game, 0, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then, in that moment of silence, a cold voice echoed down from the ceiling.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds,
all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
So if we do not sit someone down in 60 seconds, power gets shut down and we can't try anything again for an hour. And as we may recall, we don't have much time to waste here.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, Lotus, sit your arse down.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Okay, I'm going.
Thank you.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
That is what we... Shut up!
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you too, girl.
Right.
Lotus sat down on the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time, then made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Okay, first of all, June can't leave me if I never had June to begin with. Life hack! Second of all, rude! Third of all, you worry too little. Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down.
Lotus.
Failure was not acceptable.
Okay, let's do this.
Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the monitor. I don't know what you want me to do here. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Again, we're really flying blind. Oh God. Why is the 1 and 2 not making any difference? Okay. God. Oh, shoot. Okay, did not know that that's what a hint does. I did not really see much. I think some of the shapes changed shape, but I didn't see which ones did what, so we're gonna avoid that. Again, am I supposed to be copying something? I don't mind guessing if that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, so this is 1 on all of them. Oh, and I'm still not checking. Okay. Listen, if we're brute forcing, babes. Alright, let's put 2 on all of them. And that would have been too easy. Okay, we checked basically all the combinations with 2. I'm going to put them all at 1 now. And then kind of do the same thing I just did. Okay, that was making one of them different. Again, I reiterate, I don't mind brute forcing, I just hope that I'm not doing this for no reason. Oh! You really can't make this up. You really can't make this up. The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. Oh! I can hear the door unlocking. And now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here. Let's get out of here. Now. Being a guinea pig is not for me. Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again. You found it? You found it? You found it! Yay! Was I supposed to have a key for that, or was I supposed to just guess my way through? I feel like I was not supposed to guess my way through that. Let me know. Where did I miss a key?
The hallway
at?
goes to the left.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Yes, we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's...
Oh. It turned left twice before they saw the elevator.
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. The elevator motor ground away, and before long, they found themselves once again on C deck. The door opened, and they stepped off.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Junpei, Lotus, and Seven nodded at one another and took off running down the long hallway in front of them. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door. And I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. They had run for quite some time when they arrived at the door that ended the hallway. The Jupiter door was already unlocked.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Junpei grabbed hold of the doorknob and threw it open. They rushed through and stopped cold.
What?
The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold. Whoa, what the fork? Okay, alright, no, because... okay. Guys, where is June? Okay, here's my thing. I will accept this if Miss June Cake herself, is somehow unharmed. But if you're about to try to convince me that June just went crazy and murdered all of these people, you got another thing coming. What the hell? Guys, Clover wasn't even with them! Clover stayed behind! How is Clover, Santa, and Ace dead? Where is June?
Why?
Junpei felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold, deathly cold. But his blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind begin to fade. He couldn't think. He couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movements stiff. And they didn't explode! I think they were murdered. I don't think that was a bomb that went off inside of them. And who else would have been able to murder them but June? But you're not gonna tell me she did that!
Clover.
He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing. She's dead.
Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him, terrified.
The key! Get me the sun key!
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back!
The murderer?
The murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies.
Santa. Clover. And Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies.
And 1 missing body.
That means that the person who had killed them was...
No! 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 Hey! No! No! No!
No, it can't be true.
No! Like, the answer is no. I don't know how else to tell you. No.
Give it to me!
Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key.
Let's go!
Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning would have to wait. Soon, they stood in front of the door.
Open!
Brother, Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. But,
Why?
are you freaking kidding me?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe.
Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. She felt it twist. A small gap appeared between the door and the frame.
It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
And how would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. I'm scared. They stepped inside. In front of them was another hallway. It stretched out toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. They were all breathing heavily. Okay, really quickly. Who's alive? Allegedly. So we have me, 5. We have June, 6, so that's 11. We have 7 plus 11 is 18. And we have Lotus, which is 8 plus 18 is 26. So we can get into door 8. If June comes back, by the way.
What the hell is this door?
I don't know, because there ain't no number on it.
I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything.
Mm-mm.
How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
Oh, Junpei is unwell.
We don't have a choice.
Unwell.
We're gonna have to go back.
Listen, somebody had to take over the F-bomb because Santa's dead. Like, somebody has to fill that role.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost begging.
But I don't see any other doors.
As he spoke, 7 stepped toward the door in front of them as if to illustrate that it was the only door. No, bro. Hell no.
No way.
Hell to the no.
It opened by itself.
No, bro.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
Junpei, please don't lose your mind right now. We really have to lock in, babe. We really have to lock in. How could their situation possibly get worse? 3 people were already dead.
We've hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
So it can, because there are still lives living, and those lives could also end, so maybe we lock in.
Shit!
And focus.
Hey, Junpei!
Junpei? He stepped through the door.
I can't take this anymore.
You can't take what anymore, Junpei?
No one can.
What? Don't speak for other people. You're the one losing your brain. Whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared. Junpei,
No.
please.
It's a lie. It's gotta be.
Okay, here's my issue. Why would Junpei, of all people, jump to the assumption that June is the murderer when we've all been speculating that there could be a 0 that's not among us? God knows if there's anybody else in here that we haven't even thought about. Who's to say somebody else did not go murder those people and then kidnap June? Like, why are we jumping to that conclusion? That's very odd.
This can't be real. No. It's impossible.
If it's impossible, then act like it.
If it's a dream, just wake up already.
Boy, no. Ain't no way this is a dream. Come on now.
Someone please tell me it's all just a joke.
No! Focus, Junpei!
I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie.
Guys, we've lost the plot.
It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something. Or a dream. It's made up.
It wasn't real, right? June. No, the code names meant nothing now. Connie. What? Wait! Is this real? What the hell? Oh my freaking god, bro. Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side. Oh! Okay, so all of that, this isn't real stuff, was referencing her. Okay. Yeah. What the hell, dude? His heart like a stone in his chest.
Connie, hang on.
Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. Is she alive? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Junpei?
Yes! Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. It felt warm and wet. He lifted his hand up. It was covered in blood.
Oh man. Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
No, literally, please tell me before you die. Respectfully, I need you to tell me what the fuck happened. It was all he could do not to break into tears.
Junpei, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Tell me what happened. Her voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him.
I might not make it.
I know, that's why you need to tell me what happened!
No way. I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I promise.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little pissed because this is one of those situations where you don't know for certain how you would act, right? Like if I walked in and I found a loved one near death, I would like to think that I would prioritize getting information. Merely because like that's the only thing I'm gonna be able to do after they die to try to get some sense of justice, right? Presuming I can't call 911 and save them, obviously, because they obviously can't do that right now. If I was in this situation, like, I'm not about to waste time saying, no, I'm not gonna let you die. Like, yes, I am, babe. I'm not a doctor. I can't save you. No one can. I can try to comfort you, but also in the meantime, can you tell me some information, please? To maybe save me? Like, I don't know, bro. I need Junpei to lock in with June Cake.
Thank you, Junpei.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome. What happened? What happened?
I was really happy to see you again, Junpei.
Me too, Queen. Would love to see you again in the afterlife as well, but like preferably not today. So can you give me some information so I can save my skin?
Really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on, all right, honey?
Now, granted, if I thought that this loved one in this hypothetical could hang on, then obviously that would be the priority. But like, I don't know, man. It's giving. They're a goner. They're all goners. All four of them. I don't even know how she's alive. Were the other ones alive?
Oh, what can I do? Damn it!
He looked up from Kane, desperate for something, anything.
What's that?
A submarine? Then he saw it. A small submarine.
A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here?
Beats the fork out of me. No, it didn't matter. Nothing mattered except saving Kane. That was the only thing he wanted.
That's it!
Junpei turned his head back to look down at her.
Hang on, all right? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please, don't go.
Junpei, I promise you, if you leave this girl, she's going to die. So you might as well just talk to her.
Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to
I know.
You meant a lot
I'm
to
sorry.
me
I'm
when we were
sorry.
kids.
I'm sorry if I'm being insensitive right now. I know this is like a very tender moment, but God, I'm so stressed by everything we just witnessed in the past 10 minutes. I don't have the patience for like love right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, okay, thank you. Can we get something of substance now?
I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time.
Yeah, I gathered that. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame.
Junpei, you remember we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget.
Amazing.
All of those moments are treasures to me.
Likewise.
I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy.
She said it to herself over and over, a weak smile creasing her tired face.
Junpei, I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Junpei.
I'm so stressed. Like, I'm so stressed.
Thank you.
I don't
so
understand
much.
anything that's going on right now. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Junpei, I tried to tell you, dude. Her eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed, even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie! Connie! Connie!
So if June didn't do the murders, and Santa didn't do the murders, and Clover didn't do the murders, and Ace didn't do the murders, and Junpei didn't do the murders, and Lotus didn't do the murders, and Seven didn't do the murders, and Snake and Nine are dead, then what the fork is going on? Huh? What's happening? Zero can't be one of us. He can't. By the way, you better not end like this. That better not be the ending. I need it. Okay, I'm about to say do not piss me off. I need information. Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere, he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. How much time do we have left? An hour, maybe? It rang 5 times, then faded. Does that mean we have 4 hours left?
5 o'clock.
Because didn't we have until 6? Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only thing then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with the sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. I'm sorry. I can't play this anymore. Like, this is, no, I can't do this. I can't. I literally can't do this, bro. I can't, bro. Oh my freaking God, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What is the reason? What is the freaking reason? That doesn't even make sense. Oh my freaking God. Oh my freaking God. Oh my freaking God. Just kill me too then. Like, what are you waiting for? What is happening? Okay. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. What? He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around. The door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion. Simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. Okay. Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. No, for sure. No, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like, that makes perfect sense. No, for sure. Of course. Bro, I hate this ending more than the last one. I'm so sorry. What are we doing? Was that a gunshot? Was it me being struck with something? It didn't sound loud enough to be a gunshot, but it sounded too loud for me to have been struck with something. And then he was floating in the water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. Hi, Zero. Nice to see you. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Oh, you let me take the knife with me. How kind, how thoughtful. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room, the body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses. We're at 7. Those of 7 and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Kane. We're at 8. And now Junpei would join them. That makes 9. That means 0 is someone else. And who was the dead man in that room in the first playthrough? With the axe! I actually can't. In case you were wondering, I can't. Who then had killed them all? Who? That's the question. And we're not going to get an answer, are we? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Bruh. What are you talking about? What is that? What is that? We all die by a yellow submarine. Saw the submarine ending in 999. Great. I don't think we have... Okay, wait. Is it okay to save here? I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay, yes. All right, guys. That is the submarine ending. Ending number 6. So there's 3. See, what's confusing to me, and please don't clarify, I will figure it out myself, obviously. There's only 3 endings left on the flowchart, but there's 4 question mark squares on the little endings area. So that makes no sense to me. Regardless, in the next video, we will be going through, I think this is door 6? Whatever this middle section is. We're going to go back there. Oh my God. I hated that. I hated that ending. We got no information. At least with the axe ending, there's like some speculation you can have that maybe Clover was 0, or at the very least, like, we know at least who killed everybody. What the hell was that? Literally, what the hell was that? Yeah. I hated that ending. I hated it a lot. I did. But it only makes me that much more hungry for information. So, thank you guys for watching this video. You're definitely gonna want to come back as we finish other routes of this game and get more information so we can attempt to make sense of all of this, because right now, I've actually never been more confused in my life. Okay? Do not forget to shop MissBoss.com. And I will see you guys in my next video where we will do something else. Anything but this. Truly anything but this. Goodbye and go through.